Holy Week begins and ends with celebration. From the quiet of death, Jesus powerfully awakened the righteous men and women who were with him, awaiting the arrival of the Messiah. His tomb was forced open by the power of God. He emerged from the tomb, and in the garden he met Mary Magdalene and a number of other women. Later that day, he was seen by his apostles. He had emerged from death more alive than ever. Christians worship on Sunday to remember this resurrection. Why? Because Jesus defeated death, and because of his sacrifice, we too can have eternal life. In fact, every Sunday should be an Easter celebration. Mark 16 has these words. After the Sabbath was over, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James, and Salome brought spices to go and anoint the body of Jesus. Very early on Sunday morning, at sunrise, they went to the tomb. On the way, they said to one another, "Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance to the tomb?" It was a very large stone. Then they looked up and saw that the stone had already been rolled back. So they entered the tomb, where they saw a young man sitting on the right, wearing a white robe, and they were alarmed. "Don't be alarmed," he said. "I know you are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He is not here. He's been raised. Look, here is the place where they put him. Now go and give this message to his disciples, including Peter. He is going to Galilee ahead of you. There you will see him, just as he told you." So they went out and ran from the tomb, distressed and terrified. They said nothing to anyone because they were afraid.
Many fear death for ourselves and for those whom we love. Jesus' power, however, is greater than death, and Easter proves it. His promise, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." Words we find in John chapter 11, verses 25 and 26. Here is a promise that belongs to us all. Jesus went before us, and those who follow him will share in his glorious resurrection. On Easter Sunday, the cross in church is usually draped with a white cloth, reminiscent of the grave clothes. Just as white is the opposite of black, life is the opposite of death. This day gives us something worth celebrating. On Easter morning, Christians begin celebrating by using the greeting, "Christ is risen," and everyone responds by saying, "He is risen indeed." Who can you greet today and tell them the good news?